How's it going, everybody? My name is Sai, and today we're listening to Brand of Sacrifice's new album, Lifeblood. Now, this one's been hotly anticipated by the deathcore community. These guys are being kind of hailed as like the saviors of deathcore almost. This is definitely supposed to be one of the best albums in the genre, so I'm looking forward to it, but I gotta say I'm a little bit cautious because a lot of deathcore does not interest me, and when I do like a deathcore album, it's usually not for the reasons that other people do. Like, I don't like measure its worth usually on how heavy it smashes, though I do like a good heavy smash every now and then. I need a little bit more, so hopefully we get a little bit more. I have it on good faith that there is a lot more to this album than that, so I'm looking forward to that. And we'll see what we think. Without further ado, let's jump in. Well, that's already a very interesting kind of beat there. Nice fucking industrial-esque distortion there. Alright, right off the bat, it's fucking nasty. Really technical looking, all over the place. I'm liking it. I'm really liking these like industrial elements that are popping up here. Like the different like kind of whispery vocals here and there. Just the way they've mixed the drums. That was really cool off the bat. Fucking already disgusting. Ooh, okay. I'm liking the rhythm. Loving the rhythm with the screen vocals there. Very bouncy and fun sounding. They got like over-processed strings in the background too. It's like really fucking awesome mix of elements, dude. This is what I meant. When I said I needed more, this is precisely what I meant. They're giving me some shit to work with here. Those are Inhuman, though. I will give credit where credit's due. Those are fucking Inhuman. Those are nasty as well. Yeah, if you're like a purveyor of super filthy vocals, these guys got everything you need. Those gutturals are disgusting. Horror movie fucking highs. The works, you know? So far, we're off to a pretty fucking good start, honestly. Like, it's got a lot of the deathcore tropes that they usually leave it at that, but these songs are going all over the place, and there's some amazing sampling work going on here that's really elevating it. Like, what's even happening right now? This is awesome. Oh shit, okay. Each one of these songs is very kind of diverse and all over the fucking place, and that's what's making it sound the best, in my opinion. Like, it's doing a shitload with what time it has. The fucking choir vocals, man. They really don't give you a moment to fucking just chill, do they? God, it's huge. The production here is on point. Not just all the sample work and just the way everything sits in the mix. The fucking electronics are surrounding you. The guitars are just punishing, and everything has this huge weight and punch to it. Brilliant. What do we got? Altered Eye. Making a fucking believer out of me. Alright. Didn't take too long. Again, dude, the electronics and the different samples are working so fucking well, dude. Everything has this, like, chaotic destruction to it. It reminds me of Doom, honestly. Like, this just reminds me of an even heavier Doom soundtrack, to a point. The same kind of chaos and carnage with the electronics. Yeah. This album so far is all about momentum. There's so much momentum. There's slow down moments, but they are few and far between, and this is all about pushing forward, slamming through that pit, dude. Awesome. Now we're gonna annihilate it. These bits are not as much my favorite, though I know they're probably somebody's favorite, for sure. It's very treading into Infinite Annihilator territory with those fucking lows and just really punishing breakdowns. Jesus Christ, we're just going. Oh, right. See, that's a great breakdown right there, man. Again, the great use of chaotic sitar? Oh, that's a fucking trippy-ass atmosphere, dude. Also, I appreciate that this drummer does more than just slam on his fucking kick pedal. He's, like, bringing in some really great tom fills there. It all sounds so cohesive. They pick up so many different rhythms in one song, and yet it doesn't feel out of place. It just feels good. Even though that was another like slow down kind of IA breakdown, the production carried that one, dude. It felt like you got hit in the face with a fucking log or something, dude. Like, fucking cool piano lead ups to the next song. Nice, very nice. I love these bits, dude. Like, I'm gonna sound like a fucking nerd, but this is my favorite part of this album, is all the sample work. So this is like a good interlude, I'm gonna assume? Yeah, it was an interlude. Dude, fucking awesome. Jesus fucking hell. Alright, so they had that nice peaceful interlude straight into just non-stop devastation. Holy shit. Studded electronic lead into the fucking groove. Awesome. Amazing. I like the occasional emergence of a fucking mid, more like a metalcore sound. Just, like I said, mixing it up, man. The mix-ups in this are keeping me from getting bored. Almost like a tribal drum pattern there. It's a slow down breakdown. Probably my least favorite type, but it's the chaos of all the elements going on here. Sells it so hard. Okay, so overall, that was not my favorite song at all. But I think anybody who heard my intro probably understands why. It was the least experimental out of all of them so far. Alright, what are we building to now? More of those fucking mids. Totally changing up the vocal style. Did I hear some cleans there, or is he just mixing with chorus samples really well? I can't tell. That was definitely a really cool sound. I hope he does it again. Yes! This part's awesome. That's fucking powerful, dude. Hell yes. Doom breakdown time. Let's go. Okay, So that song was starting off to be another one of my not so favorites, but that really quickly turned around to be a highlight on the album actually. Let's see what we got going over here. This is again getting those Mick Gordon synthy guitars. Oh yes. Really liking when they do this shit. This shit right here is what's making it stand out. Again with the cleans, what the fuck? Fucking A, man. When I think I get it pinned down, they really fucking change it up on me. It's so interesting. I'm gonna keep saying interesting because it's interesting. I don't know, fucking shit. But it's so weird. It's like a pseudo clean. Like he like cleans into like his pig squealing. I don't know if he's just mixing it with the feature that's on this album. I only know one of the features on this entire album, so 2 of them actually, sorry. But I don't know their sounds distinguished enough. That's definitely the dude who's singing doing that. So Jamie Graham can belt, or that's not Jamie Graham. One of the two. You guys are insane. You guys are fucking insane. Non-stop build-ups here. God, that's a fucking tasty riff. Oh wait, they're just doing the chorus again, only without the cleans. That was such a great dynamic. And then, so this song was brought in on my streams, so I know this one actually quite a bit. Also, I'm pretty sure I heard the Demon King a long time ago, but I didn't remember it, so. And this one's just fucking relentless all the way through. Honestly, I expected a lot more straightforward deathcore because of this track, so I'm a little intrigued at how much they mixed it up. Free. I don't really recall this. Oh, no, okay. Those fucking strings, man. I remember this now. I was like, horror movie strings, and I'm gonna say it again. They're horror movie strings, and it feels like not a murder is happening. That is too tame. A murder spree is happening. And they're defiling the corpses. God damn it. Alright. Corridor Dreams. We are screaming towards the end. There's gonna be another, transition kind of thing. Interlude. I love how muted this is. Like, it just tiny hints of keys here and there, and very low-end choir vocals. Everything's so breathy and mystical. It's like you're looking out at some landscape, not in like a game or something. It's very, very beautiful. It's grandiose, but not in like a loud, obnoxious kind of way. Here we go. Build up to the chaotic ending. So you know they gotta go off at least once more. Doesn't make any sense if they don't. All that noise building up is so good. End it with a blend, some Groove City. I'm here for it. Ooh, a fucking snare. Really good snare. That is how I've evolved at this point. My brain has been smashed into jelly so thoroughly that I'm just like, snare good. Yay! You know, it's bad. It's bad. broken a fucking choppy, nasty riff. Oh yes. It was super clean, like trance electronics mixed in is so out of left field, and yet, oh, you're gonna fade out on the end of the album. That's a minor boo-boo, but whatever. Still, that was a thing. Let's talk about the thing. So that was Brand of Sacrifice's Lifeblood, and that was pretty fucking dope, honestly. Like, even from like a non-deathcore fan perspective, that was really cool. And I think being a non-deathcore fan is a pretty important part of analyzing this album for me, because there are parts where it does kind of get into genre tropes a little bit more than others, and I feel like when it is doing the genre tropes the least, it is the best, and it's what makes it stand out. And I can imagine combining that with things that people already love in the genre, like the fucking brie and the fucking pounding non-stop drum work, and in the slowed down breakdowns that are just like mixed to hammer your fucking soul into submission, or to start throwing fists in a pit, I guess. That's got to be definitely people's thing, and then you get those mixed in elements on top of it, and it really elevates the genre, and that's what I like the most about it. Now, I said something offhand earlier. I also wrote it in my notes on Discord. Shameless plug, by the way. You can join a Discord and see my notes as I'm listening to this. Doom 2016 meets deathcore is kind of how I'd sum up this album. Like, it does a lot of tricks that Mick Gordon does in his Doom soundtrack. So it's got chaotic, very, very distorted electronic elements. All right, a lot of industrial sounding work going on with how the drums are mixed with different synths going in the background that are usually very fast and technical sounding. So they bring in even more chaos when stacked with the technical guitars and the non-stop drum work that seems to change tempos all the time. Like, they change tempos more than fucking Dream Theater, and that's pretty impressive. They're just all over the place, and it creates this super unique sound that really stands out from the rest of the pack, for me. Vocal work was very solid. However, like I said before, that is probably the most deathcore part of it, in my opinion, are the vocals. So it's like, you got the super low lows, you expect that. You got the super high highs, you expect that. They sound like sometimes these gurgling cockroaches, you kind of expect that, you know what I mean? None of that really hit me by surprise, though. He did occasionally bring surprises in when he went for his mid-range, and when I think the guests brought in some clean vocals to mix in. I thought it was a nice change of pace. It was very sparsely used, because they gotta stay in the genre, it gotta make sense, you know? But it was a very nice change of pace, and it really kind of brought up the mid-section of the album for me, a huge way, because I feel like the mid-tail end of section of the album was where I started to fall off and started to lose a little bit of interest, so it was good that they had those elements to keep me hooked, and that was very great. Now, I'm going to say one thing about the electronics again, is the way they're mixed. A lot of bands do this wrong, so they don't usually strike a good balance. I feel like when using electronics in a lot of music, they will either make them too loud, or they'll kind of like just barely be there, like there'll only be like a feature, which is just like weird for like one song. Here it was very consistent. They always contributed to a chaotic mood. Chaos and carnage are the mood of the day, and that maybe that's like something that should come obvious, like, oh, all deathcore is chaotic and carnage, or has carnage and like is angry and all that. It's just different. It's on another level here. That's really what I'm getting at. Everything is on another level. It is the height of what the genre can be, and more, in my opinion, because of all the different inspirations and the different conventions they bring in. My favorite bits with the guitar work are when it gets groovy, when the drums are carrying like a forward momentum, and the guitars have these like very bouncy, grooving riffs playing. And even like in the first song, the second song, Demon King, the vocalist had almost like a hip-hop flow with his screaming, and then it really just brought out a completely different sound. Super fucking interesting. I keep saying interesting because that's like the best part of the album, is seeing what they're going to bring out and being like, wow, that's a decision that I didn't think somebody would make there, but it sounded really good, and it paid off for it. You know, it's more than just good performances. It's also making decisions that take you by surprise. and yet don't take you by surprise in a bad way, like, oh god, why did he do that? It was more like, wow, he did that and it turned out awesome. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts on Brand of Sacrifice's Lifeblood. There's not a whole lot to go off of. I know the lyrics are supposed, I feel like the lyrics I read somewhere were like to do with an anime or something. I don't watch that much anime, so I have zero input on that. They sounded very, very angry and dramatic and, you know, normal deathcore lyrics, you know, nothing crazy there. But overall, that's just my kind of takeaway. I feel like Lifeblood was a huge, massive, epic, and chaotic undertaking, and I thought that it defied the boundaries of its genre very, very well, and I can easily see why people are saying it's the best of the pack, because, like I said, it not only, it defies the genre without, like, not being a part of it. Like, it incorporates all those elements you know and love from deathcore, and then it enhances it with so much just care and dexterity to every second of it. It does not let you let up. It is a chaotic mess of riffs that still doesn't sound like a horrible mess. It all sounds cohesive. Every song has its own unique identity, and that's great. That's lovely. Other than that, that's going to be my thoughts on that completely now. I know I said that a couple minutes ago, and then I completely revamped and went back. If you like that, please go buy this record. It is a good record, and they deserve your money, of course. Also, they have like a merch line. I saw a couple people wearing pieces of their merch. Really fucking cool merch. So go check that out down below. As for me, if you like this video, obviously do the usual. Subscribe, like the video, comment, let me know what you thought about the album. As well as you can join my Discord, which I mentioned earlier. It is going to be down low in that little link tree. I'll also have my Twitch there, where you can bring songs in to be listened to and reacted to there. The best of which have appeared throughout this week and will continue to appear throughout the weeks. There's that, and outside of that, that's gonna be all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.